Hey everybody, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm Neg Primer. We're starting off from where we left off. I know that sounds weird, but we're gonna jump back in and do some of the. There we go. Okay, some of the additional missions that we left off with, and I think I'm actually gonna end this episode. Actually, I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna jinx the whole thing, and it's gonna cause problems. But okay, we're going to jump back into it. I also wanted to start this episode off talking about a little issue I'm having. Namely that I'd like to find another project, another game to play that is a narrative-based game. And you might be sitting there thinking, why is this such an issue? Just pick something with a story and play it. Well, the problem is, I've been mostly doing blind playthroughs of games that I have not played through already. And I kind of would like to keep that up as much as possible, because the only other option I can come up with is to go back and play, the original Mass Effect or something like that, and I don't want to just do that, because I've already played Mass Effect probably over a dozen times, and I can play through it and talk. That would actually be a good opportunity for me to talk more about design, because I've gotten really familiar with it. I know the narrative beats, I know everything that's going on, where to find everything, and all that. So that is a possibility, but that does also mean I have to. I don't think I own the game on PC. I only own it on Xbox 360 because I bought it when it came out, and it was only available on Xbox 360 for the first 6 months or so. But I'd like to find something that I haven't touched before that I can play in an episodic format. So something that I can play for, half an hour at a time, and then put down, walk away. But I'm running thin on ideas. I was gonna try to do Shadow of Mordor. I did a little bit of Twitch streaming on it. It basically didn't work out the way that I wanted it to in the first place. One of my friends came in and we ended up just talking about Mass Effect 3 the whole time. Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, I should point out. Kerbal flying 10,000 meters to 20,000 meters. The wheel is the Weasley. That's what we're gonna do next, is go after this Weasley. But it also just wasn't a very exciting game, if I'm being completely honest. It had a really cool... concept. See, there's my little tiny plane again. I don't think I need to fire it at that altitude. I just need to be going somewhere around there. Okay. That is the jet engine I'm already using. I am going to add on another fuel canister. Get a little bit more of a base than I have in the past. But yeah, so like I said, if you have any suggestions for stuff that you would like me to see to play, I'm all ears. But for the moment, I just can't come up with anything to play other than this and Evolve, really. I tried playing a little bit of Left 4 Dead 2, but unfortunately it's largely dead at this point. The few games... I managed to find a few games, but turned out pretty terrible, I feel like. I got kicked from one game because basically because my teammates wanted to rush them in a 4 versus 3 situation, and I wanted to hang back and let them get a 4th player. People don't really... Sportsmanship is apparently not a thing in Left 4 Dead 2 anymore. I joined another game after that. That was a pub stomp. For those of you that don't know what that means. First go free. Yeah, for those of you that don't know what that means, that basically means we're a group of 4 people. It's a 4 versus 4 game. So there was a group of 4 people that all decided to team up against just random public players. Alright, so we're gonna try to do the same thing here. And the big thing, like I said, we're trying to do here is we're just basically trying to gain an altitude of 10,000 meters. And that should be enough to... Oh, hello. Why are you... Why? What did I miss? Okay. Said this runway is just not flat enough. The actual ground out here is much flatter. But then that time I actually flipped out a little bit. Alright, just damn it. Okay, must be the extra weight is throwing it off. Let's try just going down this. See, my wings should be fine. I might be getting a little weird resistance off the parachutes. Maybe? But yeah, Left 4 Dead didn't work out. And yeah, that's all I'm doing right now is trying to come up with new things. I am debating about The Witcher, but that's a huge commitment. I played it over the summer, so it still wouldn't be blind. Jeez, this is bouncing all over the place. More so than it seems like it was doing last time. But yeah, so The Witcher 3, specifically, I think I said The Witcher before, but The Witcher 3 is actually, I think I might come on! What is going on? The Witcher 3 is possibly one of my favorite games of all time at this point. You know, I'm a little bit hesitant to say that about a new game. But it masterpiece is a word I've heard used to refer to it as several times in the past. And I feel like that's a fairly good description. It's truly something amazing. If you haven't played The Witcher and you have 100 hours to spare, then absolutely sit down and play it. It also kind of has to be on PC at this time, I do have a PS4, so I might consider doing like a Twitch streaming. Just really, really, really wants to go off that direction. I can't. Oh, you know what? We're gonna try that again. I haven't been. Oh, because that's why. Again, it's taking my pilots out and putting in engineers, and that will not do. That might be part of my problem, is that I have an engineer trying to fly this thing. But yeah, so that is an option, is figuring something out on the PS4. I do have Assassin's Creed Black Flag that I never got a chance to play because I kind of lost interest in the series after Assassin's Creed 3 was such a pile. Let's see if this is gonna work. Yeah, I'm just not really sure what I would even load up on the PS4 to begin with. Okay, what is going on? Why do I have no control? I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, so there are, let's actually just put bigger wings on this for starters. These are actually tail fins, but they will do. I think that'll give us control we need. Infamous Second Son I've already beaten. Bloodborne I've already beaten. That is another possibility, is going back and doing the Souls games. I actually had this idea, and if anybody watches this, please let me know what you think of this. In short, the idea is, you know how people do speedruns of Dark Souls and stuff? Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne. The idea I have is basically to go back and follow some of the people's. Okay, we're just not. That's as far back as I can go. Okay. I mean, it doesn't specifically say anything about a plane to do this, and that has me wondering. Okay, so that's not getting me up in the air. So what I'm gonna do is actually make a really long one. But yeah, so the idea is basically to do speed runs. The catch there, I am nowhere near. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm nowhere near good enough to actually do a real speed run. That would be kind of a joke, I suppose. Would be for me to attempt a speed run. And again, I'm not going to do a bunch of heavy editing or anything like that. It would literally just be me being an idiot. Me trying to do something that I have no business doing. I hope there are smaller exhausts or air inlets at some point in this. The reason I'm making this a lot bigger now, the camera controls here are not ideal. So yeah, so that's an option, is to do something stupid and try to make a speedrun attempts of those games, and it would be exactly what I said. It would be a joke more than anything. But you can see me. You would all be able to watch me try to do what some pro players do, and just fail miserably at it. I think it could be good though. I think it would be amusing. We're gonna just straight up put those on the regular side, and then instead of this, I'm gonna also put another big tail fin on top. I'm gonna build this like a normal plane. Sort of. So that's an option. That still kind of gets in the way of the idea of episodic. Because yeah, I'd like to get in. Right now, I'm getting into the habit of doing a bunch of recording on the weekends or on my days off or whatever. And I don't want to have that as a habit. I want to have taking a break while I'm in the middle of working to get some stress relief. Like today's my day off. I have it all nice and scheduled out, so I have Wednesdays off. In case you were wondering what day this is for me. Okay. Yes, we're gonna still call this the First Go 3 because it's been completely unsuccessful. So we're only gonna keep the name on the successful missions. And I'll tell you what, we'll even try taking off from this. But yeah, so those are actually, Infamous and Bloodborne are actually the only two PS4 games I have at the moment. I do also have all manner of the free games that they've given out. See, I do seem to be quite a bit more stable. Yep, as soon as I say that, I overcorrect. Cancel. Revert to launch is what I meant to do. Oh no! Game crash!